You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for Pretty Little Liars. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Pretty Little Liars news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for Pretty Little Liars.
Collaborative cheer. Yay!
Yay!
It's always fun when we start off on that kind of a note. Yes. Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging with us tonight. I'm your host, Deidre Behar, and tonight, as you sorry, the music threw me a little bit. I was like, what is that creepy noise in the background?
What's going on?
I'm your host for tonight, Deidre Behar. We're talking Pretty Little Liars, episode 10 of the 12-episode arc, so we're nearing the end, which is sort of tragic.
Very sad.
I know, I see distress in all of your faces.
What are we going to live for?
Nothing.
12th episode airs.
I'm hanging on for Ringer with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good.
Yeah.
That does
Me.
look good.
At the same time?
It starts
Yes,
up like September
Tuesdays.
12th.
So that'll be our
At
Tuesdays?
9.
Way to be on top of
Okay.
that.
Perfect
Wow.
timing.
I'm like
Okay.
a little obsessed with SMG.
Oh,
Me-
and I as well.
Aubrey.
We will need to talk later.
Yeah.
We can.
We'll tell some really
We
cool
can.
stories about Aubrey and
pretty
Sarah Michelle
embarrassing
Gellar later.
stories.
The DeBear sisters have
excited.
severe aneurysms for Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Me too.
I
Really?
don't.
Like,
She's
so
not so
doesn't
much.
See, I thought you-
Jessie J.
and so does DJ.
All right, we'll
I
talk later,
like her.
boys.
I think she's a hot little,
hat.
woman.
Yeah.
She's a hat.
She's a
Hat
fatty with a
little-
body.
Yeah, and respect for keeping like her personal life,
I
personal
love
life,
her.
and her acting life.
Right?
her acting
Totally
life. Love when
separate.
people do that.
And she
Yeah.
totally married Freddie Prince.
She totally
So
did.
dreamboaty.
So that'll be our Tuesday nights after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are familiar with these faces that I'm sitting with here, so let's go ahead and introduce everybody. We'll start on your guys' side.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Shaking
We'll start
things
that
up.
way.
Yeah. We've got my little angel face over here. Not to be confused with JD angel face.
Not.
Not.
No comparison.
None. Sorry. JD's
I'm-
better looking
I'm
than you
aware.
are.
I
Sorry.
know.
Sydney DeBear, my little fruitcake.
Okay.
A lot of love right there, you two.
Awesome intro.
We've got our psychological expert on hand tonight, the other DeBear sister, Aubrey. Hi. Harry Potter, not so much this week.
No.
A for
sorry.
effort. You have a nice color scheme, a nice navy blue thing going on.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Any
My pleasure.
any plays coming up?
No, not yet.
Deidre,
I'll let you know.
Can you mark it in your calendar? You've asked several times.
You
now.
guys-
it's
you're-
gonna go ahead and be in November.
It's-
November.
He'll let you know.
It's one of
But I'll
my
get
biggest
back to
regrets
you.
in life that I didn't make it to the 30-minute musical rendition of Showgirl.
well, they're
You'll
doing,
make the next
they're
one.
doing another one in November, and hopefully,
What are you hoping for?
She'll be-
Oh, I thought you
hopefully
were
I'm gonna be Crystal. No.
Yeah.
Wait, they're doing
I'm
Showgirls
planning
again?
my
Yeah.
life about it.
We're going to do
around it.
Showgirls again.
Okay, yeah, Crystal Connors is definitely sitting right there.
I'm kind of sitting right here.
Yeah.
In front of your face.
I
Slightly.
know.
And then over here on the cool side of the table, we've got Joslyn Davis.
Oh,
What?
I don't know why I think
See
he's the
ya.
casting director. Every week I'm like, so what are we gonna do?
You expect him to just place you as Crystal.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Good luck
Check.
with that. But yeah, back to more important things.
Yeah.
Joslyn Davis is here tonight.
Hello.
Hello. You look great.
Thanks. So do you. I love this boho chic look.
Thank you.
On you.
I appreciate
Very
that.
cute.
I've never really been described as a boho chic kind of girl, but I'll
Check
take
that
it.
off the list.
Thank you.
/ Cherokee Indian. Give a shout out.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's a Native American print.
It looks fed.
I love it.
And I love those casinos. So
There you
Whoop,
go.
whoop.
there you go.
Bring it all around.
Let's talk about where Dana is tonight. Why can't she be here?
Yeah. So last year, Dana was the host of the LG Texting Championships,
Huge.
where these kids from all over the country and adults come to basically fight for the right of being the best texter in the world. And I think they win $100,000. Or it might be $1
Last
million.
year, the guy got a
Something between
commercial.
that.
I hope
Yeah.
it's not $1 million.
So between $100,000 and $1 million, somewhere in that
sweet.
range. And yeah, it's a skill, obviously
Amazing.
crazy. And they were shooting a documentary the entire time, and she was the host. So
Good for her.
she's going to go check herself out on the big screen tonight.
Miss her, but good for her.
I know. Very, very exciting. I think we should have a screening party.
Oh my gosh, I would love to.
should.
I'm dying to see it.
You
'Cause
guys
I'm
are
sure she's going to be amazing in it.
you guys are seriously like famous at this point. I know that you're in Teen Bop or whatever magazine that is.
Tiger Beat.
What?
amazing.
You're
Yeah.
Tiger Beat?
And it's not
Shut
like,
your face.
We
It's
talk
not
about
like-
crushing and flirting.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like she's in the background of a photo of something. No, it's like a legit feature with Joslyn and Dana. So.
I am. What issue is it? I'm
Dreams
getting
come
it.
true. September issue.
I'm getting a copy and
Fabulous.
bringing it in,
Yes.
and you're autographing.
I would love
Yes.
to.
Wow.
In colored pencil. Only.
Okay.
Highlighter.
Crayons.
Milky
Okay.
pens. Milky pens.
Yes.
Oh my god, I died for those.
as did I.
Completely forgot about them till just now.
Lisa Frank.
The folders.
Obviously.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. Loved it.
And last but certainly not least, we have our legal connoisseur of the evening, Miss Lindsay Singer.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, it's good to be here.
And tell us why you're in town from San Francisco.
I am enjoying my last week of summer before law school starts, taking in some SoCal sunshine.
And it's
Nice.
amazing here, isn't it?
It is fabulous. I don't want to go back.
Oh,
So
You're almost there. You're almost to the end.
yes.
Oh, it's exciting.
you may find me here next week. I'm just saying.
Yay, you're
Well,
gonna get hooked.
Let's just go ahead and throw it out here. The week that you need to be here is going to be August 30th. Team, why August 30th?
Tyler Blackburn.
Okay, so
We're
big
a little
announcement.
excited.
Jesse, I'd like a sound effect, please.
Of some sort.
Give us something.
Ooh, auto tunage.
Yeah.
I liked it.
She called you out, Jesse.
I liked it.
Can
for
I also
TV.
can I get an exclusive? That's how big of a deal this is.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Okay.
It's really loud.
That was
It's
more
crazy.
like
Big
it. Now that we've
deal.
been properly introduced, why don't you go ahead and
After many back and forth emails over many, many weeks, Tyler Blackburn's publicist has confirmed he will be here August 30th.
Very exciting.
Very.
Yes. We were sort of throwing out ideas as to where he should sit because we usually have 6 people here and there's not a whole lot of room. So, do you guys want to mention one of the ideas that we had?
Right across the middle of our lovely table here.
shirtless, obviously.
with the leftover rose petals from the decorations from royal wedding coverage.
That does make sense. Recycling is
Yeah.
important.
It
It
is.
is.
Being green.
And
Oh,
rose
yeah.
petals across his 6-pack is not something I would hate to look at.
It's very entertaining.
Although
Very
we all
entertaining.
have offered our laps as a place
Yeah.
too, just in case
We might
that
rock,
doesn't
paper,
work out.
scissor.
Very nice.
We've all offered.
He's a nice guy. I'm sure he'd be willing to do like, a 10-minute session on your lap, a 10-minute session on your
Yeah,
lap.
it's not
Yeah.
creepy at all. I
No.
think he'll definitely come back.
It's something new. We're just trying it out.
It's
I like
totally
it.
normal when there's
Yeah.
only 6 spaces.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Like, what else are we gonna do?
Right?
Duh.
Share the
Yeah.
love.
And he's such a cool guy. You've met him before.
So nice.
I really think if anybody's going to be amenable to it, it's going to be Tyler Blackburn.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
definitely.
We'll see how
Yes.
it goes.
So August 30th, please stay here with us because you are not going to want to miss it. He will take your phone calls. He'll be talking in the live chat. It's going to be amazing. Do we want to talk about the episode tonight and how effing glorious it was?
Loved it.
No.
They kicked it up a notch this
They did.
episode tonight. Were you guys as pleased as I was?
Yes.
Very much so.
I wrote down the most notes I ever have on my dry erase board.
Can you show everybody your dry erase board? See, we write down notes on our pads.
Paper.
David Schifilli is a man of the 21st century. I
He's
suppose.
eco-friendly. He's
greener. Eco-friendly.
Oh
You
my
that
know,
is true.
there were no more notepads left. And that's the only thing I
Improvisation,
could
my
find. It
friend.
was this or a Post-it.
Yeah,
You
and the
had a
Post-it
lot of
wasn't
notes.
very good.
That worked
Yeah.
out better.
So
Did you notice the name of the episode?
What?
Touched by an Angel.
Oh, stop it.
Let's go ahead and talk about why we
Stop.
think that that's relevant. Tell everybody what we think JD's
Well,
nickname should be.
For those of you that are just watching, we have kindly dubbed JD, Jason De Laurentiis. We've also named him JD, but
I mean, aside from JD,
aside from that nickname, our favorite thing to call him is Angel Face.
It's only accurate. It's the
It's-
only accurate way of
I'm
referring to him.
sure the audience can understand why.
Quite fitting.
Look
because he
at
looks
him.
like a cherub,
Look at him.
Yes.
Yeah. He really
indeed.
does. He looks like he fell from heaven.
a sexless angel. I mean, genderless.
Okay, Toby.
Hopefully not sexless.
I hope he's male.
He's the epitome of masculinity. And on that note, we're gonna take our first caller for the night. Jesse, put him through. Hey, caller, what's
Hi,
up?
this is Michaela from Boulder.
Hey.
Hi. You've called in.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
What's up? Did you watch PLL tonight?
Yeah,
Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was awesome.
Do you have a question for us?
Yeah, I was wondering, who's your favorite character?
I mean,
Good question.
not gonna lie, that's a bit of a loaded question because we love all of the characters. But I mean, you guys, it's got to. Wait, do you mean girls or do you mean anybody on the show?
Anyone on the show?
That's.
JD. Right now, I'm on a real JD high. So
Oh yeah.
the answer is JD. It's very simple. Lindsay?
I gotta say, I love Hanna. She's always making ridiculous faces, which I love. I don't know. I think she's pretty fantastic. I find her very entertaining.
She really is.
She likes to cause trouble, you know?
She's very melodramatic.
She's so melodramatic, which is awesome. I mean, I watch the show for the melodrama.
Completely.
Yeah.
JD. Our other
Really
JD,
making
Joslyn
me
Davis.
Very stressed out.
I feel
Well,
like
of
you're going to
course,
give us an obscure
you know
answer.
that JD is my boy.
Right.
Like forever and always in my
Right.
heart. But something about tonight with Z, just Ezra's name being Z, just brought me back full circle. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to say a little combo platter. Z and JD.
Thanks for breaking it down, JD number 2.
Yeah, I have it. Ezra equals Z on my paper.
Did you
So.
did you notice that Jackie Molina called him Z?
Mm.
No.
Hel-
Thank you,
Kayla. Oh, she's giggling. Thanks for taking our call. You're welcome. Let's just finish the question. Tell us
Okay.
who your favorite character is.
I live for Hanna, just like you. I think she's fantastic. I love everything about her. I want to be her.
In another life.
No, I do want to be her.
She has good
Oh.
hair.
In this
Okay.
life.
Right now.
No,
All right.
right now. No.
Do you
I'm
love
just kidding.
Do you love Hanna or do you love Ashley Benson?
No, Hanna. I love the character Hanna. I think she's
Okay.
great. She's gets all the best lines, all the best one-liners. I think she dresses the best. I think she has had like a complete character transformation from the
Yes.
beginning of season 1 to where she is now. Like she's had the most interesting character arc, I think, at this point.
That's a good point. She's the only one who's seriously evolved as
Yeah.
far as the
Yeah.
4 girls are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Aubrey.
No, I'm going to have to agree with you guys that I think that she shows the most growth. And we do see a lot from her. We see the drama, which is fun, and the one-liners. But we also see her, especially with Caleb. You know, we see her emotional and sad and sweet and vulnerable. So I like all the aspects with her. She's my favorite.
So that's 3 votes for
I know,
Hanna.
I say, she's fun.
1 vote for Z, 1 vote for JD.
I'm going to kick it up a notch.
Ooh, let's do it.
Oh.
Are you going to say Anne Sullivan?
You know, she does tickle my fancy from time to time. But no, I was going to say Jenna.
Ooh,
What?
nice.
That's a good one.
I mean, she's creepy.
Get
Yeah.
out.
She
you would say something like that.
well, only for who I actually like. I like her one-liners. I love Hanna, obviously, but Anne, I love me some angel face. But Jenna creates every scene that I've literally like gotten chills or have been very creeped out and into it involves Jenna.
That's so
Very
true.
true.
She's
Agree.
and she's very good at being creepy, and I'm always just wondering what she's up to, what she's gonna do next.
Do you ever wonder when she's in a scene where she's looking?
Oh, like in real life or as her character? Because I partially
In
don't believe
real
that she's
life.
blind.
I know. I keep asking that. I'm like, is she really?
Well,
blind?
I've
I
said
don't
that,
know.
but I feel like they have shown scenes with her just by herself,
Yeah.
and she's blind.
True.
Maybe
Yeah,
because
but
she could be
also-
very committed.
In
Yeah,
this
dedicated.
episode, when she got in the car with the cop, I can never remember.
Officer
his
Garrett
name.
Officer Garrett
Officer
Reynolds.
Garrett Reynolds, thank you.
If you need it,
She
just call him
said-
OGR.
OGR.
Oh, I like that.
I do too. I'm writing that
I'm
down.
going to write that down too so I don't forget.
job.
A little something I've been
She
concocting in my
said
brain.
that Spencer was looking at yearbooks to him.
She did. How would she
To
know
Garrett.
To Garrett.
If she didn't see the
But-
yearbooks?
How would she know that?
But she could
Maybe
have.
Toby told her. Don't they live together?
This is.
They're
you
brother
I
and
think you're
sister.
onto something.
That is definitely if it's not
think
if
that's
it's not
interesting.
something coming out, it's definitely a slip up.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have done
Yeah.
that on the show if she's not, you know.
Yeah. Wow. that
But
was
she
really
could
good.
have picked up the book from the coffee
And
table
smelled it?
and felt it. Yes.
Smells like a yearbook.
She's like
They do have a certain
yeah.
smell to them.
They
They
have
do.
a
They
certain
do.
they
They do.
totally have a certain smell.
Texture.
And yeah, the front is a certain.
Yeah.
Maybe she memorized her own textbook.
Maybe.
I mean, whatever.
Maybe.
Yearbook.
All right. Well, caller, I'm sorry you had to prematurely hang up. Hopefully we answered your question.
Hopefully.
Michaela?
Michaela. But let's talk about tonight's episode. What a fun time
It was
that
awesome.
was.
Oh, wait, before you guys talk about tonight's episode.
Oh, yeah. Give us some announcements.
Guys,
Yes.
you got to get your iTunes subscribers up. Fans out there, go to the iTunes store, type in AfterBuzz TV, Pretty Little Liars, and hit subscribe so you can hear these lovely ladies and Mr. Schifilli on the go with you on iTunes. Just hit subscribe. It's free. Also, Stitcher, Stitcher. It's an app for your phone so you can take them on the go. If I know sometimes it might be too late for you guys over on the East Coast, we can take these ladies and wake up with them in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
Ooh, I
thought
like
I'm
that.
all about.
Take us with you.
Love that.
Who doesn't
Amazing.
want to walk around with us in their pocket A
Yeah.
and wake up with us in the morning B?
Right.
2 ups.
Hello.
Nice. I'm all about it.
Two
Please
great points.
subscribe. We do this for you guys, and we do it because we love Pretty Little Liars so much. But please help us because there is a contest going on here at AfterBuzz TV, and I think our show kicks so much booty. It's not even
So
funny.
much.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So
So much.
She's
Thank
making
you.
more notes
And
over
you guys
there.
they love you so much that you guys have another caller.
Yay.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is Hanna, and I'm from Tucson. I called last week. I don't know if you guys remember.
of course,
Hannah.
you're awesome.
I'm so excited I finally got through.
Oh, good. Hopefully the lines are clogged. What's up?
Well, on tonight's show, I think we definitely saw a lot of lying, and I was wondering, have you guys ever told a big lie?
Wow.
Never, not once in my life.
Hen.
I
Getting a little personal.
I am Mother Teresa, and I have never lied. No, I don't.
I'm a terrible
Are you saying like a
liar.
big lie, like a big important lie, or like small little white lies?
Like,
good
have you ever
question.
killed somebody?
Okay. No, I don't think any of that's ever gone on here.
No. Mm-mm.
I've
Let's hope
never
not.
I've never told a life-altering lie or a huge lie that would be significant to anybody but my own brain.
So you're not like the girls on the show then, huh?
I mean, don't
Far
we all
from
keep
it.
secrets? Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
Sure.
the mission,
Yeah.
maybe.
Little
And
white lies.
secrets are different than lies too.
And secrets
Not
are
telling
subjective.
something. Yeah.
It's subjective to whatever it is. If it's like, oh, my friend told me like who their crush is versus, oh, my friend just told me that she murdered somebody. I mean, those are two very different secrets.
My
so,
friend just told me she
Good,
murdered.
good point.
yeah. I don't know. The biggest lie I probably ever told was that like, I don't know, I told my parents I was going to the movies when I was really going to like hang out with some people I shouldn't have been hanging out with. Something along those lines.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
any
what
any
growing
fun
up.
ones that you guys want to share?
think.
David's like, I've done too much dark stuff in my past.
Yep, there are too many,
All right.
too many life-altering lies out there that I can't
No.
begin
Who
to
knows?
tell you.
Who knows what went down in Brazil and in New York?
A lot of not good stuff.
Okay. Glad you got rehabbed before you came and started hanging out with us here.
Me too.
All right.
One time I
Wow.
told someone that didn't have an angel face that they had an angel face.
What was
How
their
could
response?
you?
That's like such a compliment.
I don't want to talk about that.
We'll pretend that didn't happen.
Shout out to Maggie Rubenstein in Romania. She knows what I'm talking about with angel face.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So she knows who you told the angel face to?
She was there. She told the angel face too.
Love that. Hannah, have you ever told a lie?
I'm pretty similar to you guys. I mean, I've definitely told a few, but nothing life-altering or that, would really get me in trouble.
Good.
Good
Well,
for you.
glad your heart's in the right place.
Thank you,
Thank-
guys, and I'll make sure to call again next week.
Yeah, please
Yay.
do.
do.
You're awesome. Thank
Love you, Hannah.
Thanks.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Nice, sweet dreams.
Hope you're in bed right now.
Just to fill you in, we like to put our callers to sleep after they call. We think it's
After
their
they
bedtime.
call.
That is so cute.
So we have this little song they play now.
Yeah.
Are you
Is
guys
that a
ever-
new one, Jesse?
Yes, I'm
It's
trying
Jesse
to find
plays
it.
a new
It's
version
creepy.
every
Trying out a
week.
few
less creepy.
avenues.
Well, you know what I like about putting callers to sleep is that this show creeps me out. It's kind of hard to sleep after watching the show sometimes.
So we can calm
It's
them
creepy.
down and put them to bed.
Right,
It's
it's
great.
nice.
Glad
We need
you
a little
appreciate.
Eva Cassidy.
Who?
Eva Cassidy,
What's that?
singer.
Oh.
Mm.
We're not as hip as you are.
Sorry.
We don't know these
No.
alternative underground artists.
No, she was a big singer. She's passed on.
I'm
At this
sorry.
point.
R.I.P. Eva Cassidy.
Never mind.
Yeah, let's talk about tonight's episode. and not Eva Cassidy.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, didn't mean to hurt you there.
You didn't.
The opening scene was pretty awesome where I was commenting to Sydney when we were watching. I was like, is that really her lunch? In high school, I don't think I ever had lunch that consisted of a banana, a jug of milk, and a box of alphabets.
I think it was breakfast.
They
I think
eat
it was
breakfast
before
at school? We never ate it.
don't
We
think
never
we
ate
ate breakfast
at
at school every day.
What time did you get there? Class started at 7.
7:30.
Wow. Okay.
Wait,
You
what?
you went to a better school.
Oh.
Not really.
Okay. We have another caller. Let's talk about put the caller through. Caller, are you there?
Hi.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Brendan, and I'm from Chicago.
Hey, how's it going?
Ooh.
Good.
Did you watch tonight's episode? Tell us what you thought.
I did watch it. It was insane.
Wasn't it? We were all on the edge of our
Yeah.
seats. Do you have a question for us, or do you want to share any thoughts?
Well, okay. What was your favorite guys' scene from the episode?
Ooh, good question.
Okay, I'm gonna start if that's okay.
Yeah, by all
because I
means.
happen to love Ezra and Aria together, and I just made a little note when.
On your post-it.
Yeah, no, I actually got a pad of paper. Sorry. When he came to save her from JD, and Aria said he's not a threat, and Ezra said he is to me, and I thought it was so sweet.
That was
really
cute. I had to
She
write it
even
down.
put a happy face
I
next
know,
to
I
it.
did.
But what's with Ezra not getting mad that Aria kissed another guy? There was no
Yeah.
anger.
He's
I
so
mean,
in love with
he
her.
probably
Just
knows that
love.
she's a 17-year-old, and
Hormones.
he wants to win her back more than he wants to like break up with her about it.
Maybe he's
But I
smacking
agree,
down
yeah.
with somebody else.
Maybe he
Just throwing
appreciated
it
the
out there.
honesty. I don't know. Maybe he.
He
But
also
yeah,
got
there should have been
interrupted.
more reaction.
I
There should,
wanted
yeah.
a little more anger. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah,
got
maybe a little fight.
interrupted.
But he came back and fought for her later.
Yeah.
You know, right there, made it clear.
Can you
Let's
guys
go tell your
remember?
parents.
Can you remember Ezra ever being angry on the show? I feel like
he has been very upset before on the show, and I'm trying to remember. I can remember his face, but I just don't know when it was.
He was upset. There was an episode when he was still teaching at the school where he was like digging at Aria for doing something the night before.
like in class.
In class.
Yeah,
right?
oh, he was
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
And they were discussing something,
memory.
papers.
I
Yeah,
just
it
feel
was
like
awkward.
But he's never like yelled.
No.
he's such a stand-up guy. He's the kind of guy who like gets his point across with like bigger actions than with his like words. And I loved his approach to problem solving. Like he just basically said, "I love you so much.
Yeah.
I want to keep you in my life no matter what I have to do. And if it means telling your parents, so be it."
Do it. I know.
So-
So that was mine. That's mine.
Okay. Let's keep it over here. David, Sydney.
Well, before I tell mine, I want to take this time to announce to our audience that we have also thought of a new nickname for Ezra.
Let's give a shout out to our doctor friend who we referenced last week, Dr. Lauren Polyakin.
Polyakin. She wrote on my Facebook wall that she needs Angel Face and Aria to have a moment without Ezzy. and Deidre and I were dying, and now we can't stop calling him Ezzy.
So not just Z, but Ezzy.
Ezzy, much
Ezzy.
better, much more masculine.
So yeah, tell us your favorite moment.
I don't. I'm scared. Can someone else go?
I'll go.
David.
I think my favorite scene was the introduction of the new villain, Kate, with Hanna.
What did you think of her?
Yeah. Forgot about her.
I really liked her.
Like in a ferocious way?
Yeah. Like
I
in
think
a-
she's gonna
in a
bring the
feline,
fire.
It's pretty evil.
comparing her to a horse and being like, I'm going to break
Break
you.
you.
yeah.
Ew.
Ooh,
You're going to
good one.
like it.
That's some straight up like tough stuff right there.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
She's
kind
not
of
playing
nice
around.
having
Evil.
a villain who we can see and who we know who it is, who's not part of the girls' group. So
Right.
it's kind of fun to have that like.
She's like an
anger and-
outsider and a
Yeah.
clear villain, and we
Yeah.
know she's not. She doesn't mean well.
Right.
Yeah,
I
because
like
for
that
Like
too.
her.
For so long, Jenna sort of danced along the line of, "Oh, I'm sort of your frenemy." Like she's like polite when she sees them, but then sometimes. But you know, Jenna's kind of old news at this point. I agree with you. It's good to have some fresh villainous blood in the mix.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see
Yeah.
what she brings to the table.
Ooh, that was
Um,
creepy.
Did you come up with a favorite
Yeah.
moment?
It's
No,
time,
one at a time.
Time to think about it. I liked when Emily was getting a creepy
How
massage.
did I know you were gonna say that?
Because you know I like creepy massages. No, I thought it was. I knew I saw a little piece of black, kind of blurry. I was like, oh my god, A is rubbing her down, and it
Just
creeped
her
me out.
calves. It looked like she was giving her
A
just
calf
a
massage.
calf
That's what I thought.
massage.
But what confused me was she comes in, like, how long was the masseuse gone for? Which I understand she said scheduling issue. And then she comes in and goes, so you ready? It's like, how long was A in there massaging her that Emily thought it was she thought she was only getting a 10-minute massage?
Like, maybe so. She's never had, it was her first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a massage novice.
Whatevsies.
So, all right.
That was
glad you
creepy,
enjoyed
though.
that, Miss JD.
I thoroughly enjoyed the scene at the school when Aria ran into JD after finding out that, he had taken these creepy photos, or so she thought, of her sleeping. And she just straight up was like, dude, what are you doing taking these pictures of me?
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, you totally have it all wrong. I wanted to frame them for you. They're beautiful. And then she's like, oh, that's nice. What?
That is
No,
not nice.
That's weird.
That's equally
That's not
creepy. What would you do if somebody handed you like a birthday gift? Hey, Joslyn, got this for you, and it was a picture of you sleeping framed.
I would just have to call my dad immediately to come pick me up. Be like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We got to go right now.
Oh,
But I did
sorry.
appreciate
Weird.
she wasn't messing around. She's like, hey, why do you have pics of me?
Exactly.
Yeah, but she
Exactly.
also sold out her friends and said my
Yeah.
friends broke in, and if he could be someone dangerous, then like,
Yeah.
good job being a good friend.
True.
I feel like I would
True.
love it.
Yeah.
Creepy. I was proud of her though for being strong and walking right up to him.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, Lindsay.
I'm actually gonna agree. That was absolutely my favorite scene. It was awesome to see Aria be so confrontational. And then I kind of like the aspect of not knowing whether JD was lying.
Exactly.
What really happened? And then remember last week, there was a picture of Spencer with Emily in the barn. So I had
Right.
already assumed that Jason knew it was them.
Yeah.
So
That was
I still
never
think he's
addressed.
lying. That was never
No.
addressed. I think he's lying, and I want to know more.
Yes.
Nice.
You never know when to believe that angel face.
It's just so angel.
It's such a toss-up.
Pretty, but it's deceiving.
Very.
Definitely, hands down, my favorite thing about this episode was the NAT Club.
Oh, the NAT Club.
How do I get in? What do I do? I loved the T-shirt that Spencer found. I
So
thought that-
conveniently.
I thought that it was interesting, and I'm really excited to see how the pieces get put together. Were they all friends in high school? What is this scheming little crew that they formed? So I think that would
Such a
probably
creepy name. Who names their high school club that?
Well,
you
it
know,
was
you
it was
make a little club with your friends.
Yeah, but they're sneaky guys. They went and took to the Latin dictionary and took out 3 weird words.
Well, my
So-
favorite was in the yearbook, Nat Forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was funny.
And how'd they get it in the yearbook?
Well, it wasn't in the yearbook. They didn't have a page for the group.
Right,
But
just
they
said
had
they
it
were
affiliated.
affiliated.
Because you can write whatever you want. Like, they ask you, like, what did you do in high school? And they all wrote it down. But the actual club didn't have its own page.
You're smart.
Mm.
What was your favorite moment of the evening? Caller, are you still there?
Oh, yeah, I'm still here. My favorite moment was when Aria and Ezra were, fighting, and she just flat out says that she kissed Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
You like that it showed, a more vulnerable side of her, a more gutsy side of her?
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, plain and
Awesome.
simple. Thanks so much for your call.
Okay, bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
Sleep well.
Yes. And thank you for calling our show. So
We're cuckoo on
yeah, we're a little slap happy tonight.
Sorry.
I wrote down the Hastings family motto.
Oh, I love it.
As did I.
Why enjoy today when you could be worrying about tomorrow?
How true is that?
It's very true.
Could anything sum up their family better?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Perfect.
Love that.
We already talked about the whole yearbook thing, that the Hastings family motto was revealed during the whole intensive yearbook search. Spencer and Toby being the little Sherlock Holmes that they are. Do we have any thoughts on that? Do we think...
I'm excited to see where that's going to go. That's like
Yeah.
a whole new little storyline that's
Yeah.
emerging.
I knew that Ian and JD were friends. I had no idea Garrett Reynolds was in the mix.
I was going to say, what is the age,
They must all be
range
the
for
They
same
all
year.
technically should be the same age if they were
So
all
they are.
seniors.
So they all were seniors.
But do we know
together.
how old they are now? Like, how old is JD flirting with Aria?
I feel like they're still
Ezra's
pretty young.
age?
Oh, yeah, if Ezra's 24... Did they say he's 24?
No, he would have to be older. than
Well, he's a
that.
recent college graduate
23 or
Right.
who just got his
24.
first job, so he's got to be 23 or
I think they said
24.
24, yeah.
Okay,
Something
so
like that.
JD and those guys are around the same age. And
Sure.
Scandalous.
okay,
It's legal. We check.
In Pennsylvania, right?
The question is brought up: did JD kill Allie for the same reasons that they thought Ian killed Allie? To get those creepy spy tapes back. Did you guys? Did you guys make anything of that?
I don't know. I mean, now that we know that A was sort of plotting the whole time to get them to turn on Ian, it kind of begs the question, like maybe the same thing's happening here. But Garrett Reynolds is a weirdo.
Yeah,
He's like increasingly becoming very strange. At first, he was like non-threatening and totally a normal guy.
He was my crush of the season.
Thank you.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yes, it was like my judgment was clouded by his hot Wilmer Valderrama-esque
Cool.
features.
The uniform.
Everything about it I was liking. I was looking and I was liking.
And then now he's driving a Mustang.
What is
Yeah, he's like
happening
rolling
here?
around late at night, always like creepily
With the
rolling up to
blind chick.
places, looking and talking. It's like, stop it. And what were those like? Did he bring Fosters over to JD?
I thought it
Good
said
day, mate.
Jägermeister.
And is JD sober?
I know they didn't explain that.
I think JD
I think
is
he
sober.
did explain it a couple seasons ago, a couple episodes ago, when he talked about how
He used to
blacked
party.
out.
he used to party and he
Right.
blacked out, and so he reevaluated his life.
Probably when he thought he murdered his sister, he probably like stopped.
Yeah. That would be a good
NBD,
cautionary step to
no big
take.
deal.
Eh.
But okay, I don't know. What did you guys think at the end when they were sitting on the porch? It was so like just familial, friendly. Like, what's up, dude? Like, yeah, I got a lot to worry about. Like, if they
It
haven't
was
seen
a
each other in
weird
5
vibe. It
years,
was
like, wouldn't
creepy.
they be more like, hey, what's up? Like a little weirder. I
Well,
feel like they've seen each other.
They
recently.
have.
Oh, well, I
Around
guess that's
town.
true. Well, if they're in cahoots.
They're totally in cahoots.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely, because
No.
Garrett and Jenna have been for like 2 episodes now saying they're talking about the Jason
This
thing.
is our legal expert. She knows.
I know, I like it.
I don't know. Only because first of all, Jenna said, "Okay, we need to go talk to Jason." Like
But
they
that's when
hadn't.
they haven't
okay,
been
that's
talking.
true.
I-
And then, but also even like when he walked up, when OGR walked up to JD.
Mhm.
JD, sorry, I couldn't take that seriously. JD was like, "Oh, I had a feeling you'd be coming," or something. You know, I felt like that's why they were being chummy too. It was like he was expecting him to come.
Yeah, he did say,
There's definitely a creepy vibe.
I've been wondering when you were going to show up here again.
Yeah. Like to put together our story.
Yeah,
or
and then
figure
OGR
out.
Figure out how
was
we're gonna
like,
deal
it
with
seems
this."
like all roads lead back to this place.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
now that he's a cop, apparently whatever it is matters more than ever.
Yeah, the fact that they may have like murdered someone.
Or
Yeah.
it's maybe just the fact that they have been videotaping underage girls
Yeah.
changing.
Yep.
It
Which
could be
is
anything.
So freaking weird on so many different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but they already know they've been watched, they've been videotaped. How can Aria not be more suspicious of the sleeping pictures?
Yeah.
No?
Because she's swindled by the angel face.
And,
but it's time to just stop.
and perhaps she's a Buffy fan.
No, but like, can we just talk about this on like a wait, what?
Wait.
Did she ever say that?
No. I'm throwing it out
But
there
I'm a
because
Buffy.
Angel on Buffy
on
used to
Buffy.
sketch her sleeping.
Got
You're
it.
really bringing
Good
it
work.
full
Bringing
circle.
it full circle, and you
Yeah.
guys are calling him Angel Face.
Yeah.
All right. good
On
work.
like a reality
Made
note,
sense in my head.
we have to like empathize with Aria because what person who's ever been emotionally or romantically connected to another person who they knew maybe wasn't that good for them has made excuse after excuse.
Yeah, and believe whatever
Well,
they tell
whatever
them.
they want.
I have definitely been in that situation. I'm gonna
Okay.
say. But
Way to be honest.
if my friend had been murdered and I'm being threatened, I might kind of question the people around me, and I don't think I'd make excuses for him. I might just gonna be like, you know what?
A
Well,
good
there's some
murder
pictures of
thing
me
takes it to the
sleeping.
next
You
level.
do have an angel face, but I'm gonna need to not talk to you for a few days.
And she thought her picture was absolutely gorgeous.
no.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe.
I-
It's like, what?
No.
Yeah,
These are
please
so
don't
beautiful.
refer to yourself as beautiful.
Yeah, she's
No.
like, oh, it's beautiful. It's like a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Sleeping, you didn't know it was being taken
A
of you.
little
It's
awkward.
not beautiful.
Would you hang a picture of yourself sleeping on your wall?
Yes.
Like, where's she gonna put it?
What is she
I
gonna do with
mean,
it?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
I mean,
if
I might.
someone went out of their way to take a picture of me sleeping,
It would be rude
Yes.
not to hang that.
yeah, exactly.
It would at least make it to the fridge, if
At
not
the
mounted
very
above
The
my
framed,
bed.
a big frame, a nice wall frame would make it on your fridge.
Possibly.
I'd find a way to
You'd
magnetize it.
hot glue it.
Yeah, I would hot glue it permanently.
There you go.
Do we want to talk about Hannah's horse expedition?
Yes. Well,
Yes,
watch it. I think
definitely.
we
While
should.
it's on.
How'd it go
Kinda-
from lunch to horseback riding?
Neither here nor there for me.
Yeah.
I would have preferred like a dialogue-driven scene where they could have just verbally bickered back and forth, like over, a country club lunch, because they were supposed to go to lunch, right?
Right.
Somehow.
That would have been so much more interesting to watch.
But they did the horses so that it could bring it back to her. Kind of not expecting, like, we're like, where is this going? And then when Kate, or whatever her name is, cuts back to her and she does her little horse comparison.
Right.
And her evil voice in the darkness. It's like, okay, well, that's why they did that, obviously.
It was worth it for the comparison.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty evil.
I liked
Pretty
the
evil and
outfits too. I thought they looked cute.
Nice clothes.
It was fine. I thought that Mona was strange, though, why she was pushing it so hard for them to, like, fit in and go horseback riding.
Mona is
That's the way
She
she
always
is.
does that.
But I think for once, Mona's trying to be a good friend.
No.
No.
Whoa.
It was
okay.
about-
Definitely
So let's realize
not.
that the girl that Kate was
Is
wearing
rich
a dress
and
and she wants
has the
and now they're
Rebecca
gonna be
mean
friends.
goth. I get it. I just think I'd like to believe in my heart that Mona is trying to come to grips with the fact that she used to be sort of evil and that she lost Hanna temporarily as a result of her behavior. So she's, I sort of believed her when she said, look, I'm pushing you because I want you and your stepsister, future stepsister, to like have a relationship. No, it didn't hurt the fact that the girl's rich and has a country club membership.
But she was like talking shiz about the girl before she came out of the dressing room. Like, what is she, a hillbilly? Like, she had no interest in Hanna being anywhere near her until she came out of the dressing room.
Fine.
I know you strongly believe
Sorry,
in
just
Mona, but
yes, Mona is a Scorpio and I'm a Scorpio, and we like to support each other.
how do you know that
Also-
Mona's a Scorpio?
Because I had to look up for some reason how old they all were, and she's a day younger than I am.
Okay, so the actress.
Yes, sorry,
Not
Janelle
Mona.
Parrish, not Mona. We have another caller on the line.
Thank the Lord.
Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Max from Florida.
We love Matt.
Our favorite. How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
We're so good. Now that you've called in, you've truly made our evening. Please. I haven't had a chance to check out your Twitter feed, so why don't you go ahead and indulge us and let us know every single thought you had about the night's episode.
Okay, well, first off, if I were Aria, I know you guys already talked about this, but I just got in. So if I were Aria, right, and I found out that Allie was taking these creepy pictures of me while we were sleeping at her in her like little barn or whatever, I would be pretty creeped out.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Not only was she not creeped out by Jason, but she wasn't like if someone was like Deidre was taking pictures of you, I'd be like, "Excuse you?
Who does that?
Yeah.
She should be
Makes
creeped
sense.
out either way.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to bring it back to the fact that she is mystified by Angel Face.
Yeah.
Literally,
happens.
he can do no wrong. It's like the words come out of his mouth and they just go in one ear and out the other. She just wants to hook up with him.
Yeah.
Pounce on him. But
Happens.
continue,
True.
Max.
Well, okay, but like, I love how they just randomly threw together this whole like Allie's like all of a sudden a photographer thing. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, Allie has
cute.
sweet
With
past.
film, real film.
With real film
Right.
that
Who
needs to
does
be
that?
developed in a dark room.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly, true.
Yeah, who knows?
The many secrets of Allie.
Yeah,
you know?
never know.
Did you have any other thoughts on tonight's episode?
I just want to say that tonight's episode like gave me chills. I was literally shaking.
Yes.
Like, it was ridiculous.
As were we all. We were all
Loved
watching it
it.
together in the viewing studio, and it was like gasp after amazing moment, aside from this weird horseback riding scene. They get lost in the woods, and then no one cared about the lost horse.
I
Yeah,
know,
no
right?
one the lost horse that happened to like bite Hanna.
Yeah.
It bit her.
And they're like dogs. They find their way back.
I know.
No big deal.
Yeah, and
It's
especially
a little dirty. but-
especially probably like a $15,000 Arabian
Oh.
equestrian horse.
Crazy.
Not your average wild horse. But other than that, Max, I need to know if you were as depressed as I was about the fact that there was no Mike Montgomery in this episode.
Yeah, well, I thought about that at the end of the episode. I was like, wait, where was Mike? He wasn't even in the episode this week.
Do you
Well,
have
so
any
they go
ideas? Do you have any ideas about what's going on with him? Because it wasn't addressed tonight. Hopefully, we'll see it next week. But do you think he's in rehab? Do you think he's gay? Do you think he's addicted to burglary?
I just wanted to say that I thought it was really funny when all of a sudden, like, as soon as they stopped his whole, like, larceny thing, that he got all depressed, like, he can't go out burglarizing people anymore, so now he's, like, all depressed that his hobby's been taken away.
So you think he was legitimately in bed depressed because
He's going through withdrawals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
was
lost
just
a
Well,
part of
I mean, that's
himself.
not, like, my whole, like, thing. I do agree with what you guys said last week about there's this whole, like, backstory with Byron's brother and, like, the suicide, but I don't know. Maybe Mike has some like real like he's really depressed, and I really don't think that this whole like moving his mom moving back in is really like causing everything. It doesn't really make sense.
Right.
Because wouldn't he be happier that his mom and everything's working out?
Do you think A's gotten to Mike?
That's a possibility.
I feel like maybe he's being blackmailed and he's doing all of this because someone has some dirt on Mike.
That's
Wow.
interesting. I like that concept.
Yeah.
Someone tweeted me last week, and I can't remember, Max, if it's our girl, Louisa Marie. That's her name, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I don't know if it was her or not, but somebody tweeted me saying that they think Mike is working for JD. And that JD was putting him up to taking those pictures or something, and Mike feels like in a conflict of interest because he has to work for JD, but at the same time he's hurting his sister.
That's possible.
So I thought that was a plausible theory.
But I don't know, because that just seems so obvious that JD would just come over to the house and like be like, "Oh, Aria, your brother's trying to break into my house." Like, I don't know if he would do that if he was working for him. But then again, that could be true. I don't know.
But if Mike was taking the pictures, I mean, he has easy access to his sister's room.
That's exactly
True.
So
why
I
would
did see a camera in Mike's room when Aria was searching through his closet that he supposedly stole from Garrett Reynolds. There was a giant camera like sitting in the pile of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Good memory.
And maybe JD was giving him cash because remember he said he stole Jenna's pottery because he thought he could make a quick dollar off of it. If he's like, if money is his goal, and JD's saying, "Hey, look, I'll pay you if you go take pictures of your sister." It's weird and it's invasive.
Why would JD want Aria? Why would he want
pictures of Aria?
Have you seen her?
I get why he would want pictures, but why would he want? It's like,
Why would he
didn't
involve
plan on
someone
he didn't
else?
plan on it. Yeah, well, that's creepy. But why would he? I guess he just didn't plan on people finding out, breaking into his little red room.
Right. He didn't plan on that happening.
Dark
exactly.
room.
So, Max,
His red light district.
Max, did you have any thoughts on Kate? We saw a very nasty side of Kate coming out towards the end. I was gullible, and I believed for a second that she really was going to pull for Hanna, not tell the parents about what had happened. But no,
I
no.
didn't.
The claws
I
were
did.
out.
I kind of did. I mean, at first, first of all, I hated Kate in the books. Like, I read the books, and I really hated Kate more than I hated A. Like, that's how bad she was.
Really?
Wow.
Now,
Yeah.
For all the people listening who haven't read the books, why don't you tell us a little bit about what she's like in the books?
Kate is like first she tries to like be Hannah's friend, and like the first night they really like start talking, and like Hannah's all like swindled by Kate's like happy like niceness. She turns over Hanna and like to her parents, saying that like she has because Hanna was working at Sean Ackred's mom's dentist thing, and she had taken some pills or some sort of pain medication. She offered Kate one, and Kate said no because they were trying to like bond. And it ended up being Kate told Hannah's dad that she had them, and they all ended up like going off on.
Oh,
they ended up going off on
conniving.
Hannah, and she got into huge trouble. It was like ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. You are truly the
Like,
number one
so
PLL
much.
fan. Is there
I know,
any detail
right?
you don't know?
You need to be our book consultant every week. You need
Honestly.
to
Exactly.
True, I'll do it. Why not?
Special book consultant segment of
I love
AfterBuzz
it.
TV with Max
Great.
from Florida.
Fantastic.
Any
Do it,
final?
I'm down.
Amazing. Okay, we'll definitely have to have you back next week. But any final thoughts you had on the episode?
Well, hold on. Well, okay, a couple of little things. One, they never addressed the whole how JD had all this surveillance equipment as well as the pictures in his little dark room.
Very
That's right.
That's a good call.
And then my second thing was where, like, Kate was just, well, first of all, I found it very suspicious how that whole, like, riding helmet on the weird, like, intercom system or whatever that was.
Yeah.
That was pretty, like, suspicious. I don't know, does anybody know whose riding hat that was that they put it down?
That was
I know.
Hannah's.
Yeah.
It was
Took it off
Hannah's
and
hat.
put it
As she
down.
walked
I didn't
in, she
notice.
took off her hat and set it on the thing.
Yeah, it was an accident.
That's a pretty
True.
awful
Somebody
accident.
weighed it down.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on Ezria versus Jaria?
Well, I like Ezra, don't get me wrong, but like recently they've just become like really boring, and I don't know if you guys get the same like vibe that I'm getting.
with
but
ya.
Oh, I'm with
they
ya.
aren't the same.
I'm with ya. I'm looking for spark. I'm looking for sauciness, and I think I'm gonna get that with Jaria.
Definitely,
And I just-
concur.
I was so disappointed the way like Ezra was just he didn't even like react when Aria told him, "Oh, I kissed JD and I liked it," and then she's like, "Oh wait, no, I didn't." Like, she totally admitted it too, and I was just like, "Wow."
Oh yeah, she just put it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. There should have been more reaction.
Yeah. You're right.
Well,
you guys are right.
I'm looking for more sexiness, like we saw last episode.
With the dreams.
The dreams,
the
yes.
dreams.
But hopefully there's a hookup moment, because I'm sorry, now that she knows that her mom is not going to approve of the fact that Ezra and Aria were dating when she was his student, let's keep that a secret. Let's put that to bed for the time being, and let's go hook up with JD.
Oh,
no one's going to
snap.
care about that.
Yeah, woohoo.
Yeah. I'm glad you're as jazzed about it as I am.
Totally.
As always, you're our greatest listener, and we love having you. So thank you so much for calling tonight.
Love you, Max.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Max.
We love
Thank
you.
Love you too. Have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Cue the lullaby music.
Night, night. Sleep tight.
We need to record a night, night, sleep tight.
Jesse, do you do that for any other show?
No,
Just our show.
Sydney has inspired me.
I invented it like
love
3
it.
episodes ago.
Any final thoughts? We got
You know something I was going to share with you guys that I totally forgot about?
I'm excited.
You know, Emily, kind of her story this week was a little, not much happening.
Yeah.
So Samara, her lady love, ditched her last week. I don't think she's coming back because I just heard she got cast on the Vampire Diaries.
You did mention that.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? So that means, that leads me to believe that Samara's done. They're done.
Now you can't.
Maya's coming back though.
You can't be on 2 shows at one time.
I don't know how that works.
I think you can, but I don't
I
think
mean,
on
if
different
she's
networks.
just guest starring, well,
Depends where they're
I guess it doesn't
filming
really matter.
and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're allowed to.
But yeah, Emily, man. Sorry.
She
Well-
has it rough right now.
She does.
Yeah.
No.
It was teased to you, I believe, by Shay Mitchell that Maya was going to come
Yes,
back.
Maya is definitely coming back to the
so
show.
maybe that's the perfect opportunity for
She's
that.
out of juvenile delinquent camp or
Oh my
whatever.
gosh.
Because she was so bad. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Because she's 35
What did she
years
do
old
again?
in real life.
Yeah, because she has
She had
Benjamin Button
marijuana
syndrome.
Yeah.
or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wait, sorry.
Oh, you know
Sorry.
what? Business doesn't take a
Yeah, it
vacation.
never takes a vacation.
Anderson.
Anne Sullivan, she came back this episode.
She's very glamorous.
You
For
know
a
what?
therapist?
Bob.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
I like her. I think she really does care about the girls. She even when Emily dropped her stuff, she went over and just, "Do you want to come talk to me?" I like her. I like how she plays it very sincerely, and I would want to talk to her.
Is she she works for the school, right?
No, she's an independent therapist.
But she was
went
at
there to
this-
talk
What was she doing?
to the principal about having some kind of presentation or something. She said.
Or was she trying to find Mike? Because we know that
I was-
Ella put her up to
So
doing some
confused.
therapy with Mike.
Didn't she see her there?
She ran into her at the school, I think.
Yeah, and asked her about it.
Oh. Okay, so
Why
I don't know.
was
Maybe
it-
she was pacing up and down the halls looking for Mike.
Well, she may
Who
be in
knows?
trouble though, because A is having some sessions with her.
I guess that
so-
is true.
Why was it never addressed that A trashed her office? Remember we saw that a few episodes
Oh,
ago, and then
yeah.
that was it. What
Yeah.
happened?
Wait, A trashed her off.
Yeah. Remember she came in
We're
holding
all
some
lost.
cookies or something. She opens her office door and like pillows and feathers. It was like torn to shreds. Everything.
I
And
don't
nasty
remember that.
messages written in lipstick.
Uh-huh.
Because the
Yeah.
girls were going to tell her everything.
Right. I don't remember that, but
Yeah.
whoa.
I think she'd be
neither.
afraid to talk to the girls after that.
Yeah.
Where
And-
were we that week?
I know.
Yeah.
This side of the table's having a hard
Really
time.
quick, you guys, I completely forgot to point this out at the beginning, but Chad Lowe actually directed this episode.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, Lucy Hale tweeted it earlier. So great job, Chad Lowe.
Yeah.
Great
wish,
job.
Wish you would have
One
put
of our
yourself
favorites.
in
Thumbs
it.
up.
You
I
know
love
what?
me some Lowe brothers.
He wanted
Right.
to get an outside angle.
I respect that.
I respect his conglomerate.
Indeed, I do. On that note, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with all your Pretty Little Liars news and gossip.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend.
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Okay, welcome back to AfterBuzz TV. I just want to point out really quickly, I am in the Ustream chat. I'm under Ustreamer 510224. If you guys have any questions for us, throw them out. We'll try to get them answered. But for now, let's toss it to DJ Jesse Janity in the booth, who's going to give us all our Pretty Little Liars news and gossip for the week of August. Sorry, I can't remember the date. August.
Are you not hearing the music?
I know it's the music. That's what we're.
I like this song.
It's the 16th, yes.
Oh, August 16th.
Are you guys aware of what this is? What song this is?
Yeah, this is Tyler Blackburn's
Oh, Save Me.
track.
Obviously, it's Save Me.
So before I get into news, I'm going to do his little news segment over his new song.
Is he singing?
Yes.
And
Check
then
out-
the video was really hot.
Check out Tyler's debut music video online now in full. Tyler certainly does not fail in the vocal arena, and he looks especially dark, brooding, and sexy throughout the entire video.
These are my words, people.
These are Jesse's words.
Deidre writes for me.
Nice.
Which has a gritty feeling to it. The video is attached to Tyler's new project, the online web series Wendy, which we know is a loose adaptation of the classic Peter Pan story. So
love
take
this
a listen, and what do you guys think?
The video's awesome. He like emerges from a pool. Like a
he
dirty
does.
pool.
It looks like the pool from Jennifer's Body, the Megan Fox movie.
Oh, fun.
The really dirty pool
Just
that
the corner of
they're
the
in at the end of
pool.
the movie. He literally rises up out of the pool. It's really cool. Wow.
I mean, I definitely want to listen to it later. He sounds like he has a great voice.
Yeah.
And not one of those people that's just like, oh, I'm on a show, I should put out a song. Like, he's obviously actually a singer.
And this is his first. He's really into music,
Yeah.
but this is like his first recording thing ever.
And what a home run for him. This sounds
Totally.
fantastic.
I love
Yeah.
I am strongly even more attracted to him than I was.
Yeah, if
before
that
this.
was even humanly possible.
Maybe we can get him to sing to us.
Yeah.
While he's laying across
While
the
he's
room.
laying
Yes.
across there.
I love it. Okay.
All right, on that note, let's go into the news
Shut
and
up. You know
gossip
you want
section.
that.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So Sasha Petiers,
Who plays A, just to clarify.
and
Or
Brandon-
Alex, sorry. I was confused. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I was like, what do you mean? The hands? We know the actor of the hands?
Sorry. Yes, we don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's Petiers or Petiers.
and Brandon Robinson hit the blue carpet at the Do Something Awards and revealed to Hollywire.com that this mid-season finale is going to be quite different from the rest. Instead of A, threatening the girls collectively, apparently each girl will be dealing with individual challenges that could either hurt themselves or potentially somebody else. Sasha said things get so intense in Rosewood that even the cast themselves were shocked, but she promised that it's all very cool and the fans are going to love it.
Wow. I mean, I think that that's awesome because if it was just more A antics and A chasing them all the time, it grows a little repetitive. So to see each girl having to fight for themselves
Without each other.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, they're really gonna have to do that if they want to make things happen. So.
That's a good little spoiler too for her to
Yeah.
give out.
Yeah.
Good job, Sasha.
I know
Thank
it,
you for
I
that.
shout out to Hollywire.com. My friend
Love
Chelsea, our friend Chelsea Briggs did the interview. But the way that Sasha was doing it, she was very careful about how she phrased everything. Obviously, for legal reasons, I can't reveal too much. But she did tease us with that, which I think is pretty awesome.
All right, well, David's going to love this. The FFA is still hating on PLL. Remember last month when the Florida Family Association urged viewers and advertisers to boycott Pretty Little Liars because the show involves a homosexual relationship? In case you need a refresher, the FFA, which is a conservative political organization out of Florida, expressed concern about impressionable young women being negatively affected by the girl-on-girl action on PLL and urged ABC's advertisers to pull their campaigns. Despite the fact that only one of the 4 leading ladies on PLL is gay, the FFA have convinced one of ABC's advertisers not to purchase advertising on the show. Remax's CEO, Margaret Kelly, sent the FFA the following statement, quote, "We have informed our media company to be sure to reference our list of shows that we do not want to advertise on. This show is on the list. This should not happen again." Fans or people who have been particularly moved by Emily's courageousness to be herself and be accepted for it are urged to tweet at ABCFPLL, the official PLL Twitter page.
So
Haters.
I thought thought this was going to be put to rest. I thought it was just a silly little.
It's so disappointing.
It was just a silly little thing coming from one stupid little company in one state. It wasn't like a big national issue. Clearly, the advertisers are listening, and that's not okay.
It's stupid because Remax is a national company.
Yeah. Right. And Pretty Little Liars is an amazing show that generates millions of viewers.
Right.
So wouldn't you want to advertise on
And especially on ABC. Like if you pull from ABC, you pull from Disney. Like,
Yeah. And it's like, how big is this organization? I've never heard of them.
Right? Like how big is the FFA?
It's not
Who's
like-
really
yeah.
scared of them?
Yeah.
It's probably like 4 lonely housewives.
Why are they so pressured by them?
You know what? I just really defy the FFA to go ahead and check out the facts. Not one girl is gay, and she's never like had sex on camera or done anything completely risque
Not
or
that
gratuitous.
it would matter, though.
Not that it would matter, but if that's what their objective is to keep it like wholesome and regardless of whether it's heterosexual or homosexual, check out the facts and then form your
Right.
your stance.
Well, what's the teenage show about a girl who's pregnant?
Secret
and
Life of the
Secret
American
Life of the American
How about we go
Teenager.
after that? That's not wholesome, you know? Like,
Right.
I mean, stop it.
I mean,
it's not even true.
Three quarters of television isn't wholesome.
Right.
So
But it's just such a silly fight.
Yeah.
Really, really sad.
And it's not like a made-up thing. Like, there are gay and lesbian people.
Right.
Yes.
But
what
what
they're
are you
talking-
trying to hide from people?
What
It's
they're
like-
talking about is made up. It's not the L word. They're not all lesbians.
Yes. They said that
Right.
more than one lead character, and that's not true because there's only one lead character
Right.
who's gay. So those are the facts. Hopefully they watch AfterBuzz TV and they know.
Okay, well,
If
this
not-
cast doesn't support that.
No.
We'll write them a strongly worded
Yeah.
letter. A
We're gonna
cease and
pressure them.
desist.
Start on that right
I will
now.
write it on the dry erase board.
Dry erase board.
We've got a legal advice
Yes,
lady right here.
And if not, we can form our own NAT Club and start threatening.
Yeah.
We see all.
Our friend Max is in the chat and he calls it bogus, and I couldn't agree more.
Great.
So,
That's yo people, Mac. That's yo people. I'm just kidding.
Jesse, number
So-
3.
PLL fans are mad. It's no secret that a large majority of PLL fans are all about Ezra and want to see those two together, despite any romantic advances JD may try to make. After last week's episode, a ton of angered fans took to Twitter to express their disappointment with this turn of events in Aria's love life. After the storm had calmed itself down, showrunner Marlene King addressed the issue on her Twitter, saying, quote, "I have a great respect for PLO shippers, and I truly value your feelings and opinions, because I love you. I'm going to ask one favor from you. In spite of all our occasional differences, please try to stop using the word hate. We're better than that, and let's prove it to people."
I like that.
I
really
love
like
that. Addressed it in a very classy way. It's like, look, sorry if it's not going your way, but it's not your show. It's Marlene King's show. And her characters are going to do what she wants to do. So let's just have fun with it.
And stuff like that happens in real life when you're in a relationship. You get confused, you meet somebody new,
Yes.
and people slip up.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that they're destroying
Anything can happen.
Yeah,
You don't know what the
anything can
future
happen.
And people don't understand you need twists and turns so that it's not boring.
Right.
If they were always perfect, you'd be
over it.
Over them.
They wouldn't be liars without any secrets.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's why we love them.
But I mean, I can't say that I don't relate sometimes because we were very upset when, Donna Martin actually wound up marrying David Silver.
You were upset about that?
He's supposed to marry me.
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Or Valerie Malone. Okay, he had two
Right.
options in life.
I'm sorry, you're forgetting Gina Kincaid.
Yes.
What are you guys talking about?
90210. The original, not the new one.
Okay.
So, in
You
battle
lost
fans,
me.
I feel your pain
You
because I
lost
wanted David Silver.
I know. As did I.
All right.
Who played David Silver?
Brian
Ryan Green. Bag for short. Okay.
I saw him at the
fans.
supermarket once with his son.
I've interviewed
Oh my
him and
God.
he wasn't particularly enthusiastic when I told him.
I totally forgot he was married to Vanessa Marcel.
Yes, he has a baby, Cassius, with her.
Okay, apologies.
Look at that face.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Megan Fox is an amazing stepmother to Cassius, okay?
She is, actually.
She really is. Okay, enough 90210. Thank you so much for checking out the Pretty Little Liars news and gossip for the week of August 16th.
Quick question,
Yes,
ladies.
it is. Oh my God.
Before we get into news and gossip, just a random question for you guys. We have callers calling all the time asking stuff. Look up on the TV screen, and I want you to tell me, who do you prefer? Old JD
Old JD or new JD? This is something that Jesse and I came across earlier today while bored.
Just came across it, huh?
It happened to come up. We were talking about
It was the hot
Pretty
search
Little
on Google
Liars.
today,
It was
right?
the hot search on Google.
On Google.
On Google.
We just Google.
We Google. And we found out that Jason De Laurentiis from season 1 to season 2, actors changed.
Is Brendan Fraser's evil twin?
No.
No, younger, sexy twin. I think.
It's Brendan Fraser with a crew cut, circa Bedazzled with Elizabeth Hurley.
Or Encino Man.
Great movie.
Encino Man.
He was
Brendan
hot in
Fraser.
Encino Man.
Angel
There you
face.
go.
I mean, look at him. He just puts a smile on my
Well,
face.
I obviously prefer Angel Face.
But he's cute. I
Yeah,
already
but-
said
He
he
is
can
hot.
come
He's
by
hot.
the show.
Yeah. He's
Jason
super
Dale.
hot.
You should stop by.
Yeah. Jason Parker Bagley.
Oh,
You-
any
No, his
relation?
name is
No,
Old Jason. His name is Parker Bagley.
I wonder if he's related to Penn.
I know.
Penn and Parker, brothers, perhaps.
Oh, should I Google
Okay,
that?
let's Google that.
I
Google
think.
this. Let me
I
Google
think.
that.
The other Bagley has a D in his name.
Oh, I think you're
Oh.
right.
Yeah,
You
I think
are
it's
right.
Badgley or
BADG.
something.
I mean, I'm at this point I've committed to
Right.
Angel Face.
Angel
Yeah.
Face.
So
And when you make a commitment,
Ah, there it
There's
is.
my boy.
So there's the winner right there.
Winner.
Yeah.
We're all
Parker
speechless.
Parker Bagley actually looks a little bit like Penn Bagley.
A bit. Yeah, he does.
I can see that.
Yeah, he does.
in
He
that
looks
picture
familiar.
he
What's he
does.
from?
I'll tell you. Hold on.
Wait, IMDb this shit.
Yeah. I Googled it, so I'm an IMDb.
There you go. It's probably easier.
Yes,
I never trust Google.
I love
Yeah.
that side.
That's
by
why you
side.
gotta Bing it.
So he doesn't have too many credits.
No.
he was on Guiding Light, Law and Order, Nightmare on Elm Street, Consent, Pretty Little Liars. He did 2 episodes.
Yep.
1 this season. It says if at first you don't succeed, lie again. It says that was from 2011.
That could have
Well,
been
you know how they break up their
in
seasons.
January
Oh,
or
so it was the
something.
first
Yeah.
season, and then
Yeah.
this one picked up again in June. Okay. And then he was on something called Detention most recently.
Okay, so I obviously recognize him from Pretty Little Liars.
Yes.
Most
Clearly.
100%.
Or Nightmare on Elm Street. Was that the
No.
new Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, from last year.
I don't think I saw that.
Never
That was
mind.
with Thomas Dekker, who I
That's
love.
true.
I love
He was the
him.
baby that got killed in the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wait, and I want to throw it out there really quickly also while we're still on news and gossip. I was at the Do Something Awards, the VH1 Do Something Awards over the weekend, and I chatted with Brendan Robinson, who plays Lucas on the show. He was very pleased at the idea of AfterBuzz TV.
Oh.
And I emailed his
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Love it.
I emailed his manager, so hopefully we'll be hearing back. Would love to get him in the studio at some point. If it's not the next 2 weeks, hopefully we can pick up again in the fall when the show comes back. But also, another piece of news, Ren, a.k.a. Julian Morris.
British fabulosity.
Oh, indeed he is. He's in the UK filming a movie right now, but his manager, really nice guy, promised that he would call in at some point. So we're killing it on the guy side. I wish we could get some girls here.
I know.
I mean, I'm so torn about the Tori DeVito situation.
You want to enlighten the new viewers?
I mean, Deidre and I saw Tori DeVito, who plays Melissa.
Slash stalked.
And Egbert did as well. And she could not have been more delighted and sweet and excited when she heard about AfterBuzz. And we contacted her management, and they basically told us that she doesn't have time. And Deidre and I cried a river, cried ourselves to sleep.
Apparently, Tori is shooting a movie, and
good.
she's busy with her production on Pretty Little Liars, so she doesn't have any free time. So hopefully, if her schedule frees up, we can get her in the studio because she seemed very
But-
amenable
Yes.
at Comic-Con.
I mean, if all of your free time was going to Paul Wesley, wouldn't you kind of be
Yeah.
like,
Right.
sorry, I'm going to have to pass on
Yeah, I'd be like,
AfterBuzz?
I'm busy staring at my angel face husband.
Well,
Yes.
just bring your husband with you.
Okay.
I know
we
Jesse
can
wouldn't
offer
mind
that.
that.
We can
Problem
offer that. Like, hey, just bring him.
Yeah,
Fine. There's seats
He
over
can
there.
sit in the booth with me.
There you go. You'd make room for him in there?
Oh,
There's
you're so
plenty.
nice.
There's already room.
So nice.
There's a stool in there.
Okay, cool. Let's get into our predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay, so I had written down Anne Sullivan knows who A is.
Right.
Right?
Do we think she really knows who the real A is, or she just has like a false lead?
I think she knows and that we're not going to find out.
I think that maybe she knows and she's leaving a message and then she dies before she can tell.
Speak into the
Whoa.
mic. Speak into
Yeah,
the
say that
mic.
again?
Say that
Oh.
again.
Well, I just think that she probably does know and is leaving a message, right? She was calling Emily on the phone.
It was one of the girls, it seemed like. Yeah.
Leaving a message and then probably dies before she gets a chance to tell
Or
them.
something like
Because
There's
we
something bad.
did get like a small shot where they all go into the office together and they're talking to her.
Right.
And the girls tell all. That's
Yeah.
what the clip said.
I am
right?
excited that they're finally going to tell someone.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're
time.
telling it. They're telling the psychologist. She can't tell, right?
Right, but at least an
Right.
adult who's
I
outside
know.
of the situation can be like, Kate,
Just
you know,
someone knows
direct
that they're
them in the
going
right
Well,
way.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
There's that.
Because if you told Ella, she'd probably come from a place of like emotional turmoil
Right.
and
Right.
hatred and all sorts of crazy emotions. So
Mama
I think
rage.
I think it's good to tell an objective third party.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think we're going to see any progress on the Jaria front?
No.
You guys.
I'm bummed about it, actually.
I think after seeing this episode, he gave the box to Aria, and he saw Aria and Ezra kissing.
So he's gonna back off?
He looked really upset about it, and he was
Yeah.
angry, and he was like steaming.
When you have a face and washboard abs like that, you don't back off.
But
Never back down.
also, Aria may have realized that she does want to be with Ezra, with Ezzy, because she got a little jealous when Jackie Malone or
Melina.
Jackie
Melina.
Melina was hitting up her man.
Oh, and Jackie Melina with the bitch zinger of the night.
and her
my
two
gosh.
curls on the back. Did you?
Okay,
Yeah.
curls.
Curls. Two curls.
Guggle and curls.
We have an international crowd tonight.
She did. She only had like 2 curls. I don't understand who did her hair.
I think she did it herself.
She was very
Pushed back on one ear. She showed up to set late.
But that was
We're
a
just
She was
very
like, okay,
critical. We're
curly
very
hair,
critical.
curly
That was
hair.
a super, yeah, that was a
Throw this
super
back here.
bitchy
They
comment.
I'm
probably did a quick YouTube tutorial. They Googled.
They Googled.
They Googled.
How to
They
do
Googled.
two girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily,
We
weakest
never
link?
even discussed the all A's
in the alphabet.
alphabets.
Yeah, that was creepy and awesome.
And how did she not realize that it was unsealed?
And I'm sorry. Usually the way that she walked up to the breakfast line. You take a box of cereal. There were probably 500 boxes of cereal. She picked the one that had only A's in it.
Yeah.
A is good.
Is that a testament to A's skills?
Yes.
It
I bet
is.
they changed
Maybe
all
they
of
did
them.
it to all of them.
So everyone
very
got that
dedicated.
message in their cereal that day.
But it
And
didn't
everyone's
mean
like,
anything
what?
to anybody.
A
The
doesn't have
weakest link?
A doesn't have a job.
What is that?
It's like, remember that
He has too much free time.
That's true. I didn't think
And a
All
lot
right.
of money, clearly, to reseal the tiny packages of cereal.
A
Yeah,
is,
it has resources.
A is rich and
beyond
unemployed.
belief. Yeah.
Those are the
Right.
only two logical
I am
explanations.
jealous.
And strong
Family
hands.
money.
Strong, tiny hands.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of taking up a stalking, threatening career.
Right?
It looks fun.
Make
It's
a lot of
very
money.
lucrative.
Lucrative,
It
yeah.
is.
All right, maybe you could be the A of AfterBuzz TV.
Okay.
You can just you can
I'm
screw
gonna
with
start
us
doing
right
really
now.
creepy things.
All
All right,
right.
massage later.
Um,
Thank you.
All right, on the note of doing creepy things to all of us here at AfterBuzz TV.
We're excited.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight on behalf of David, Aubrey, Sydney, Joslyn, Lindsay, and myself. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you here next Tuesday. And don't forget Tyler Blackburn, August 30th.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Good night, everyone. Love you. Thanks for calling, everyone.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.